Hi and welcome to my channel. So look, there has never been a better time to register with the Nursing and Midwifery Council in the UK and work as a qualified nurse. Look, I'm doing this video because the other day I had a conversation with this nurse. I found my YouTube video. She contacted me and said, "Hey Melvis, I saw your video. Look, are you serious that I can register and work as a nurse in the UK even though I trained overseas without IELTS or OET?" I was like, "Look, this has been a thing for a while now. Where have you been?" She was like, "No, I didn't know this." I was like, "Yeah, but you've been here all this time." So look, guys, information is key. Information is power. It's not even money. Information is power. So in today's video, I'm going to just refresh your minds on the 3 pathways that you can use to work in the UK as a qualified nurse. And yes, it is indeed true that you can work as a nurse in the UK without writing IELTS or OET, any of these English tests, even if you trained overseas, which means you trained out of the UK. So if you're new to my channel, obviously, you're very much welcome. If you are a returning subscriber as usual, I hope that you're actually implementing this and you're not just watching these videos for the sake of it, because my videos are all about implementation. That's why I make them really practical so that you're able to take that information, extract what applies to you, and go and implement it. So leave a comment in the comment section below and say, "Melvis, I will implement." Again, what is your current situation? Are you a nurse? Are you a midwife? Are you planning to study nursing? In which country are you currently? At what stage are you in your journey to work as a nurse in the UK? Because look, like I said, there's never been a better time than now to move to this beautiful country and work as a registered nurse. By the way, no bias. I'm a nurse myself, so it's but obvious that I'm going to be very enthusiastic about this whole nursing thing because it is the best profession in the world. If you don't have a nurse in the family, look, you're missing out. Get somebody to get into nursing ASAP. So if you haven't joined this family, take this opportunity now to hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day. Yes, I drop a new video on here every single day at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. So when you join the family, then yes, you're going to be notified. Also, I do have a free newsletter, by the way. I've dropped a link in the comment section below with the newsletter. I share information about, such as what I'm sharing in today's video, free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or to switch your visa if you're already in this beautiful, amazing country, work from home job so you can supplement your income, earn more money, work less and retire early. That's my motto, as well as, career progression pathways. So you want to get into nursing, you're doing an apprenticeship, you want to get into those apprenticeships so that they'll pay you to study nursing in the UK. Yes, you earn about £25,000 to become a nurse in the UK. This is for people who are not nurses yet, so you definitely need to check that out. So if you join my newsletter, it's just going to take you less than 20 seconds. You drop your name and email and you're part of it. Also, you're going to see my contact details on there, which means if you're watching this and you're like, "Hey, Melvis, I'm a nurse, I don't know which pathway I should use, where do you think I should get started?" Then do get in contact with me ASAP, because yes, you can get your NMC registration without IELTS or OET. So that's what we're going to be focusing on in today's video. So what is the first pathway? Obviously, the NMC, initially, they only had 2 pathways for people who trained in the UK and people who trained out of the UK. Now, there are so many different pathways to become a nurse that the NMC wants to make this process an individualized, personalized process so that it depends on your personal circumstances. And this is why, if your circumstances are not exactly the same as someone else's, make sure you're following your own path, because that person is going to have their own pathway, which is why IELTS, OET are not mandatory for everybody. But in case you're watching this while meeting for the first time, you're wondering, who is she? What's she yapping about? So my name's Melvis. I started my UK journey as a carer in a nursing home. I then studied nursing as an international student because I'm heavily invested in personal and professional development. And within 5 years qualifying as a nurse, I was already working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position in the profession. I've got a master's in mentorship in nursing. I also have a master's in advanced clinical practice. So I'm very keen. I've done 2 apprenticeships. I have had a lot of support through my journey. I seek a lot of advice, guidance from mentors, people who've been there, done it, and people who've had the results that I'm looking for. So I also have a private career coaching program where I offer personalized guidance with all these pathways. If you need that support, you're like, Melvis, where do I get started? I can support you with that. So if you check the description box below, or the about section of this YouTube channel, you're going to find a link to join my private coaching program. Once you join, then we can get started today with your UK journey. So whether you're in the UK or out, it's going to be perfect for you. So, you have access to visa sponsorship opportunities, the NMC pathway. I can support you with how to get your NMC PIN number without writing out to OET, even if you trained overseas, because this is the thing. But it is a bit of a process, and this is something that you're also going to meet other like-minded, success-driven individuals who you're going to be able to rub minds with, get the motivation that you need in order to achieve your goal, because it's a huge achievement. If you're a nurse, you know what it means to get that NMC PIN number. Anyway, let me stop yapping about it, because one of the pathways is for people who trained in the UK. Like me, that's a pathway that I went through. I've never written out to OET because I did my nursing in the UK. So that's the first pathway. Then the second pathway, and by the way, if you're enjoying this content, hit the like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Also, feel free to share this with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so that they're aware of these pathways. Because even though it seems so obvious to me or to you if you've been watching my videos, but for some people, it's like, oh, can I register with the NMC without out to OET? I'm like, yes, girl, you can. And yes, the NMC will accept you, give you that PIN number. So, you should go for it, which means the next pathway is for people that studied out of the UK, but in a majority English speaking country. And this is where it begins to get complicated, because you need to know which country did you study in. So it's not which country you're from, it's not which country you're living in now. It is which country did you study your nursing in physically? Which country gave you your nursing degree? That's how you consider it. Is that country a majority English speaking country? Yes or no? If you're watching this, by the way, and you're not sure, which country did you study your nursing in? Leave that in the comment section below, and I'll be able to tell you where it falls, because pathway number 1 is different. Well, now we're talking about pathway number 2, which again is totally different. And then we're going to move to pathway number 3 as well. And like I said, there are loads of other pathways. So with pathway number 2, you need to know which country did you study. Again, it's not the country where you're living. It's not about your citizenship. It's where you studied nursing. Where was it? If it's a majority English speaking country, then you don't even need any English requirement whatsoever. You just need to contact the NMC, go through the process, and you get your PIN number. No English whatsoever. Completely exempted. Again, this is amazing. That's why I always say, when you do your research well, if you're wanting to study, for example, you need to do a lot of research. You need to contact people who have the info, who know what they are doing. Because I know people that, like currently in my coaching program, I've got nurses who are paying about 20,000 per year to study nursing in the UK. And I've also got nurses who are studying nursing in the UK, and they're being paid about £25,000 per year to study nursing. You see the difference? The only difference is that these two nurses had different information at the time where they were applying. If they had both had knowledge of apprenticeships and how to apply and what they need, they would have been in the same position. But because we've got access to different information at different times in our journeys, we're going to make very different decisions. So again, you need to make sure that you're wise, you're smart, you're putting your money into good use. If you're investing money, you know exactly where it's going, and you're making sure that that is the best use for your time and money. Time especially, because for me, money is something that you can easily find something and make money, but when your time is gone, it's gone. And as we're aging, you know what I mean, old age is coming, it's hitting hard, it's not easy. So that's the second pathway. Again, if you're not sure which is which for you, leave a comment in the comment section and I'll be able to, provide more info. So pathway number 3. Pathway number 3 is for people who studied in English, but in a non-majority English speaking country. That's why I said it gets really complicated. So you studied in English, but in a non-majority English-speaking country. If you studied in any of these countries, then you can also register with the NMC without IELTS or OET. But But there are T's and C's. And these T's and C's, oh my God, just like 10 or 20 different T's and C's. So it needs a whole video in itself. But you can also register without IELTS or OET. So again, if you fall in the third category, what do you think? Leave a comment in the comment section. Where do you fall so far in all these different groups? Then pathway number four is for people that are like refugees in other countries. In fact, the NMC has thought about the fact that some people may not be able to verify documents in the home country where they study nursing because maybe they're refugees or they can't return or whatever the situation has been. So there is a pathway for these people, which again is amazing because they get exempted from so many different things. That's another pathway. Like I said, there are so many different pathways. If you just leave your situation in the comment section, I'll be able to give some advice, But like I said, if you join my private coaching program, then you get that tailored, individualized guidance. Because I'm doing this video, I've got no idea who's watching. I don't know who you are. What's your situation? Are you in the UK? Are you out of the UK? Are you a nurse? Are you a midwife? Are you a carer? Are you looking to get into nursing? Are you already qualified? Are you looking because of a relative, your husband, your wife, your kids? Who knows? So when you contact me, then I provide that info to you. Also check out my newsletter in the comment section below so that you have access to that information as and when it becomes available. And also, join the family. So again, I'll see you in this video right here where I'm going to be giving you more information about this. Check this out.